Every morning, your backyard looks peaceful, soft sunlight, birds hopping around like everything is perfectly safe. But what if I told you, your backyard might actually be one of the most dangerous places for birds? Not because of wild predators, not because of storms, but because of things you put there yourself. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might never look at your backyard the same way again. Welcome to Backyard Bird Mysteries. If you love discovering the hidden lives of birds right outside your home, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because what you're about to learn today might completely change how you interact with them. Let's start with something simple. You put out food for birds, seeds, bread, leftovers. It feels kind. It feels like you're helping. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Not all food is safe. Bread, something many people throw out for birds, is actually harmful. It fills their stomachs without giving real nutrition. Over time, birds can become weak, unable to fly properly, even die slowly without obvious signs. And it doesn't stop there. Salted snacks, processed food, even spoiled seeds can poison them. From your perspective, it's just feeding. From their perspective, it could be survival turning into a slow danger. Now think about your windows: clean, clear, beautiful. To you, it's just glass. To a bird, it's invisible. Every year, millions of birds collide with windows because they see reflections of trees, sky, or open space. They fly at full speed, expecting freedom, and hit something they never saw coming. Some die instantly. Others fall stunned and never recover. And the scariest part? It happens silently. No warning, no sound you'd notice. Just another life lost in a place that was supposed to be safe. Now let's talk about something even more unexpected. Your lawn. That perfectly trimmed, green, healthy-looking lawn might actually be a chemical trap. Pesticides, herbicides, fertilizers. They don't just stay on plants. Birds eat insects that have been exposed to these chemicals, and those toxins build up inside their bodies. Over time, it affects their nervous system, their ability to reproduce, even their sense of direction. Some birds abandon nests. Some lay eggs that never hatch, and you might never even realize it's happening, because everything still looks normal. Now imagine this. A small bird builds its nest in your yard, carefully choosing a spot, gathering twigs, soft fibers, feathers. It trusts your space. But what it uses to build that nest might be dangerous too. Human hair, plastic threads, synthetic fibers, things we leave behind, can get tangled around chicks. They can trap them, injure them, even slowly suffocate them. Something as small as a piece of string can become a deadly trap. And then, there's your pets. Cats, especially, are one of the biggest threats to backyard birds. Even a well-fed cat still has hunting instincts. A single cat can kill dozens of birds in a year, not out of hunger, but instinct. And it's not always obvious. Sometimes you don't see the attack. You just notice fewer birds visiting over time. But the danger doesn't stop at direct attacks. Even the presence of a predator, like a cat resting in your yard, creates constant stress for birds. They spend more time watching for danger, less time feeding, less time caring for their young. Stress alone can reduce survival. Now here's something most people never think about. Water birds need water to drink and clean themselves. So you might put out a bird bath, but if that water isn't clean, it can spread disease. Bacteria, parasites, algae. They grow quickly in standing water, especially in warm weather. One infected bird drinks. And then another, and then another. Before you know it, your bird bath becomes the center of an invisible outbreak. And again, it looks completely harmless. Clear water, quiet yard, birds coming and going. But underneath, something is spreading. Now let's go deeper. Noise. Your backyard might not seem loud to you, but for birds, even small, constant noises can be overwhelming. Lawnmowers, generators, loud music, structures and sounds. These noises interfere with how birds communicate. They can't hear warning calls clearly. They struggle to find mates. Parents can't easily locate their chicks. Over time, birds may abandon areas that are too noisy. So even if your yard looks perfect, it might feel unlivable to them. Then there's light. Artificial light at night. Porch lights, garden lights, security lights can confuse birds, especially during migration. Some species navigate using the stars. When artificial lights interfere, birds can become disoriented, flying in circles, wasting energy, or crashing into structures. Something as simple as leaving a light on overnight can change a bird's entire path. Now pause for a second. Think about your own backyard. The food you put out, the water, the lights, the lawn, the quiet things you never questioned. None of it was meant to harm, but all of it can. And here's the twist. Your backyard can also become one of the safest places for birds. If you understand these hidden dangers, switching to natural, bird-safe food, adding window decals or screens so birds can actually see the glass, avoiding toxic chemicals on your lawn, keeping water clean and fresh, using natural materials, or leaving safe nesting options, keeping cats indoors or supervised, reducing unnecessary noise and light. Small changes, but they create a completely different world for birds. A world where your yard becomes a true sanctuary. Because birds aren't just visiting your space, they're trusting it. Every landing, every nest, every sip of water, it's a decision based on survival. And now you know something most people don't. The most dangerous place for a bird isn't always the wild. Sometimes it's right outside your door. So next time you see a bird in your backyard, don't just watch it. Ask yourself, is this place truly safe for them? Or does it only look that way? If this video changed how you see your backyard, make sure to subscribe to Backyard Bird Mysteries for more hidden truths about the birds around you. And tell me in the comments, what's one thing in your backyard you never thought could be dangerous until now?